Hello everyone! Hope you're looking forward for episode 3 of Game of Thrones. But for now, please enjoy our recap for episode 2.
A Targaryen cannot be trusted.
The Mad King's daughter will destroy the realm.
We have an army, a fleet, and 3 dragons. We should hit King's Landing now.
Episode 2, we are presented with Dany. Sa opening pa lang na she's finally nakapag-settle na siya sa Dragonstone, talking with Tyrion and Varys. And dito sa part na to, nakita natin na nagre-reminiscing si Tyrion at si Varys about sa night na pinanganak siya dahil sa storm na to, which is the same title of this episode, Stormborn. And dito nakita natin na pag-confront ni Dany kay Varys about sa loyalty niya dahil every time na magsusupport siya ng isang leader, mag-change side siya kagad kapag hindi siya nagugustuhan dun sa leadership ng ruler na yun.
Oh yeah, I really like that scene na pinakita ni Varys where he's allied to, and that is to the people of the kingdom. It was very defining for Varys at that point. But let's move on to another character coming into. We have Grey Worm saying that there's a certain red priest who wants to see our dragon queen. And lo and behold, it's Melisandre. Or Melisandre moves on to talk about a certain myth or fable that's well known around Westeros, which is the prince that was promised, which is peculiar because for someone of Melisandre's birth from Ashai, they call the prince that was promised
Azor Ahai.
Ahai.
Which I just wanted to point out where I find Melisandre right now a very cautious woman when it comes to giving prophecies. Hindi na siya katulad dati na parang you are the Lord, you are the Azor Ahai, parang ganon. Right now, when she met Dany, she was cautious. Parang she's saying it like she still have faith, but careful for on her prophecies. Here, actually, it's weird that this is the first time that I heard Melisandre addresses the Azor Ahai as the prince that was promised. Actually, it proves that those names are just one. I just want to quote one of Altshift's analysis videos where he point out that those names are just one. So the Northerners have the last hero. The Southerners have the prince that was promised. The Dothrakis have their stallions mounts the world, and Rhoynish have their Rhoynish hero, Yiddish have their Yiddish heroes, and the Ashais have their Azor Ahai. And here, when Melisandre actually addresses her Azor Ahai as the prince that was promised, already confirmed that maybe those names are just one person.
And it's nice na pinoint out ni Missandei na yung pagkaka-interpret ni Dany ng word na prince in Valyrian is different. Na that word that isn't just pertaining to a prince, a male. It's a gender-neutral word.
Yes,
it can be a prince. It can be a prince.
Yes.
It can be a princess.
Yeah, from another council to another, Dany seek another council to one of the most prominent woman leaders in Westeros, which is Lady Olenna. Here she seek the advice of Lady Olenna about what a woman should do in this kind of situation.
Well, since dito sa part na to, feeling ko si Dany will take Olenna's advice more than Tyrion. Dahil siguro yung advice ni Tyrion nag-work sa Essos, sa pag-conquer, sa pag-rule niya sa Meereen habang nandun siya. Pero ibang uncharted waters to for Dany. She's in Westeros. She doesn't know how things really work here. And compared sa dalawa, mas matanda si Olenna kay Tyrion. And stating her words that she had outlived these wise men. So she had a long time analyzing the politics of Westeros.
Yeah.
And I think mas may bearing ang counsel niya kay Dany compared kay Tyrion, even though hand of the queen si Tyrion.
Yeah.
And dahil nga sa pag-meeting ni Dany sa kanyang council, nagkaroon sila ng battle plan. Na-mention ni Tyrion si Jon Snow sa North. And this leads sa pag-send ni Dany ng letter summoning Jon Snow to Dragonstone to bend a knee. Tyrion sent the letter using the words that he mentioned to him when they first met, which is all dwarves are bastards in their father's eyes.
Yeah.
And this somewhat
It's like an empathy
to Jon Snow na parang this letter really came from Tyrion Lannister, and somehow nagkaroon sila ng connection dati, no?
Yes.
And with this letter, dumating din ng isa pang letter galing kay Sam
sa Citadel.
reporting what he had found there about the dragon glass
in
Dragonstone. This leads to Jon Snow having another meeting with all the bannermen of Winterfell, and he decided na he will answer Dany's summon to siguro para i-pursue her na I need those dragon glass for the war that we are battling here sa
Actually,
Winterfell.
he actually addresses din the dragons na baka makatulong sa kanila.
Baka lang.
And somehow parang nagdadalawang isip ang mga northern men na who will lead us? We will be alone. We need the king in the north here in the north. Then binigay ni Jon Snow ang throne, ang leadership to someone na mas pagkakatiwalaan siguro next to him, which is
Sansa.
the last Stark
Yes.
of the north, diba?
Sansa.
It was a very surprising scene for everybody. Lalo na si Sansa, kasi she has never had a leadership role ever. Ever since season 1 up to now, she's always been led. This is the first time she's going to lead, and I hope Sansa would be a good leader. Lalo na ngayong maraming female leaders. We have Daenerys, we have Olenna, we have Yara,
We
and
have
Arya.
Lady Mormont.
And we have Lady Lyanna Mormont being good female leaders. I hope she will grow into. Although I'm pretty sure na with Jon going south, this will give Littlefinger him and his creepy ways trying to get Sansa again. Lolicon ways. He will proceed to scheme once again. And speaking of schemes, we have another certain queen. Speaking of powerful women, we have Cersei to the remaining bannermen of Tyrells, trying to convince them to stay with her to defend Westeros against the invading army of Daenerys. Someone brings up, a certain someone by the name of Randall Tarly brings up the question of how are we going to deal with her dragons, and lo and behold, Queen Cersei's Meister, the weirdo himself, Qyburn, has a certain solution for the dragons. It's a very boring solution. Giant ballistae, or basically giant crossbows. It's very bland, but they won't show that for no reason.
Yeah, parang sa akin nga din, it's, come on, you shot a dead dragon skull in the head. It's not even moving. I think it would be a little difficult for them to just throw ballista to those dragons. But still, I mean, they're not going to show it if it might pose a great threat for the dragons, but maybe it won't work as well as they thought it would be. But here, actually, I find it interesting that Randall Tarly brought it up, because Randall Tarly is one of the greatest generals when it comes to battles like that. Randall Tarly being approached by Jaime personally, asking the help of Randall Tarly, knowing that Randall Tarly is one of the greatest generals. So we saw how Lannisters work their way into getting what they want, and that is paying their debts. So I think merong part dito na hindi ko nabasa masyado yung reaction ni Randall Tarly when it comes dun sa I think he's conflicted, do you think?
Oh, kasi yung long-standing loyalty ng Tarly sa Tyrell House, medyo para din siyang si Ned Stark, like he holds honor and loyalty to those he serves. And pero somehow nakikita mo rin na medyo gusto niyang mag-give in sa temptations na in-offer ng mga Lannisters. Lalo, he can see themselves surrounded with all the threats coming from
different directions. As presented by Cersei sa kanila. So we'll see if he will give in to those he'll give in to Jaime or to what he really believes in. Yeah.
And speaking of Randall Tarly, we see another Tarly further.
This is
we see his son Samuel Tarly. Nakita natin siya, na-meet niya si Jorah na nag-spread na ang grayscale to his, hindi lang pala sa kanyang forearm, kundi hanggang sa upper torso niya. And
back and front.
Since Samuel is a wide reader, na somehow na-encounter niya ang cure sa grayscale.
Which is written by Mr. Pylos. Yeah.
And hindi inapprove yun. So he since nalaman niya na si Jorah Mormont is the son of the former Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, he offered his help for Sir Jorah since tinaningan na rin naman siya. And which Jorah, I think, accepted this unsupervised
wala na ka naman siyang choice.
Unsupervised medical treatment.
Yeah, wala na ka namang choice si Jorah. At that point, he's very desperate. Kasi hindi siya nagdalawang isip nung dumating si Sam. Nung pumuntok si Sam sa door niya, nadala-dala yung cart with all the medical tools and medicines. He wants to go back to Daenerys. He wants to go back to his queen.
I think that's one of the sweetest things na naging motivation niya.
If any of you had the chance to read his letter na pinost ng HBO online, it was a very sad and endearing letter na he till the end he wanted to be beside his queen, but sadly in his current situation he cannot. So we'll see. Unrequited love. Moving on to the scene, we could see how painful it is. Props to
Ian Glenn.
Props to Ian Glenn. His acting was so painful.
We can feel the pain.
Pati alam ko, lahat tayo nasaktan ng dire. Lahat na ng negative emotions na kamdaman natin nung tinatanggal na ni Sam yung outer layer ng corrupted skin na cause ng grayscale. Makikita mo yung skin na tear off, tas yung pus, yung white cream.
Come on,
diba? And speaking of white cream, we are directly thrown into a scene in a tavern with someone eating chicken pot pie.
Of all things.
All the white cream, all the white creamy goodness. And then who do we see in that tavern? Good old Arya Stark. Waiting for someone, and that someone is Hot Pie, giving her some food, asking her about what happened to her. And we get to see Arya think about what happened to her for as fast as she could. But she didn't go through with her reply. She just went on and asked for something to drink. Hot Pie asks Arya, aren't you gonna go back to Winterfell? Arya said, no, the Boltons have it. And then we get to see Arya react on the news that once again the Starks have Winterfell. Her family has her ancestral home.
You can notice the mood, no? The
change of the mood was very nice. Arya's eyes lit up. Makikita natin na nagbago pati yung kung paano siya makipagsalita kay Hot Pie, nagbago. And really threw a wrench in her plans of going to King's Landing and killing Cersei. Kasi ngayon, she has her family.
Plans cancelled! We're going back to Winterfell.
Yeah, we're going back to Winterfell. So after niyang kumain, nagpasalamat siya kay Hot Pie, and we get to see a little bit of warmth again in Arya.
A hint of optimism.
A hint of optimism. Hinawakan niya yung balikat niya Hot Pie. Try not to get killed. It's a very nice scene. And we're presented with Arya outside of the tavern, riding her horse, choosing between two roads. One leading south and the other leading north. And of course, as we expected, she chose the road north, and we got to see her taking a break somewhere in the woods of the north, and we get to see a certain someone or something.
Another heartwarming reunion with one of her oldest friend, Nymeria. We get to see the extent of budget when it comes to dire wolves.
Tapunta lahat kay Nymeria.
Well, actually, I love the scene where they showed the scale
of compared sa mga ordinary wolves.
Yes, exactly. But I want to take this part where Arya said 3 goose-bumping words where she said, "That's not you." Actually, it's a callback from a scene from season 1 when Ned talks about her being a lady and in the future
getting
married and have children, and and knowing Arya, a wild wolf at heart, she actually declined by saying that's not me. And now by saying it, you can notice how her eyes didn't look at Nymeria when she said that's not you. She actually looked down and said, as if saying it to herself, like, that's not you. Arya, that's not you. Anymore. You're not Arya anymore. You're not Arya from Winterfell. You're no one. Feeling ko nagkaroon siya ng realization na do I really have to go home? Speaking of people far away from home, Yara and Theon and the Sand Snake together with Ellaria going back to from Dragonstone. Where Euron ambushes her niece and nephew. The foreign invasion. Before the foreign invasion, we get to see the demise of the Sand Snake. Finally,
yes, they're finally dead.
Justice to the Sand Snake plot.
It was very good kasi after their introduction, everyone was so excited, and then naging bland na lang yung characterization nila. They just kept killing people. They kept killing people. Halos walang character development.
Yeah. It's a karma where they
kept killing people.
Yeah, they killed their cousin Trystane, and they killed Doran,
Myrcella. Oo nga. It's very fitting for them to be killed. Sabi nga nila, live by the sword, you die by the sword.
I want to congratulate Mark Mylod for really making a great battle scenes here. I just don't think that this battle scene it feels like out of the blue for the whole episode.
Parang surprise lang. Oy, parang may battle scene kayo sa episode na here it is.
But still, the whole sequence with the little detail, even the flying cinders is really
it was very good.
Nice. Very
felt na dama mo yung atmosphere. It's very well executed.
Even Euron's acting is really good. He's like a maniac.
Maniac.
And we see we see one of the most heart-wrenching parts where Theon
receives back to Reek. Yeah, heart-wrenching scene for both Yara and Theon. Much more for Yara, because if you remember, it was her mission to bring Theon back, and then she, instead of seeing her brother, she sees someone else who was broken by Ramsay Bolton.
And then, dun mo rin madadama yung heartbreaking moment na na-realize ni Yara that Theon relapsed back to Reek, and there's no anger na hindi siya sinave ng brother niya. After niya sabihin kay Ellaria na, I will protect my queen, I will go where my queen follows. There's no anger, there's no disappointment. Siguro disappointment na
definitely
my
disappointment.
brother's
Pero,
back. But more of a heartbreak na my brother didn't really came back. Na he returned to how I saw him back then sa Winterfell. Broken, not himself.
It was sad not to see Theon run away, but it was sad to see Reek come back.
Yeah. Well, after he jumped off the ship and we see him floating away, the only thing that we can do is to speculate what will happen next. So, any theories, guys?
A very intimate, very lovely scene between Grey Worm, Grey Worm and Missandei. We get to see Grey Worm profess his love for Missandei. With Grey Worm,
tender, very gentle,
very lovely. And of course, with it being Game of Thrones, ako kinabahan ako agad. It was like, they're so sweet with, wait a second, someone's gonna die. And ako, if the invasion of Casterly Rock happens in episode 3, I'm pretty sure one of the casualties will be Grey Worm.
As much as we don't want to.
I don't hate Grey Worm, pero yeah, he had a very nice scene. We all know what happens in Game of Thrones. So yeah, Grey Worm's gonna die.
For me naman, my theory is, since back in episode 1 of the season, Euron talks about a gift for Cersei. We already know
who the gift is.
Yeah. Together with Tywin, Ellaria will go to King's Landing to be presented by Euron as a gift. Gift of revenge.
Lalo for killing Marcella.
For killing Marcella. It's a very morbid callback. Ellaria, who kissed Marcella while wearing poisoned lipstick. It was Tywin who gave the antidote to her mother. So it's very fitting for them to be that gift that Euron offers Cersei.
I don't know what Euron will do with her niece Yara, but I think maybe we'll see another shame action here with Ellaria and Tywin.
Cersei's version.
It's either one way or another. Cersei is going to have her revenge on Ellaria and Tywin.
So for my theory naman, it's since my heart went out to him since episode 1 is for Samuel Tarly. I don't think yung cure na tinatry niya kay Jorah will work since
really
there's just 2 reported cases na na-cure ng treatment na yun, yung grayscale. And maybe siguro lang hindi lang tinrayo sa ibang grayscale patients. So, and remember, minention ni Sam si Shireen dito sa episode na to about her grayscale. And where did Shireen grow up? Diba? Sa Dragonstone.
Dragonstone.
And it would be really good to see a reunion between Jorah and Daenerys.
I think we can all agree na that dragon glass would be playing a role in the reunion of Jorah, Dany, Sam, and Jon. Probably dragon glass would be able to cure grayscale.
So that's our recap for episode 2. Join us again for our recap and reviews for episode 3. This has been Lotus,
Louie,
and Eric, serving it to you on a nerdy platter.